The Blood of Compassion, a story of ancient vows and modern wisdom.
Hello everyone. Today, we are going to dive into a profound story from the life of the Buddha. Although it originates from his ancient biographies, the wisdom within it completely transcends time and space. It is a tale involving a king, man-eating yakshas, blood, and ultimate compassion. But as you listen to the end, you'll realize that it's actually an invitation for each of us to reflect on the karma and choices in our own lives. The mystery at Mystery Gadava. Let's cut straight to the strangest part of this story. Think about it. The 5 ascetics were devoted seekers of the path. So why is it that, when they saw the Buddha approaching, they secretly agreed among themselves, let's ignore him, don't stand up, and don't show him any respect? What hidden karmic knots were tied behind their backs? To understand this, we need to travel back, not just to the Buddha's time, but to a staggering past life, the sacrifice of King Maitripala, the silent power of virtue. Let's set the scene at Deer Park. The 5 ascetics were practicing intense austerities when they saw the Buddha walking toward them from a distance. It looked like an ordinary encounter. But what happened next revealed a connection spanning many lifetimes. Look at the stark contrast. On the left, their plan. When he arrives, no one stands, no one greets him, and no one bows. On the right, reality. As the Buddha drew near, they were moved by an invisible force. They stood up involuntarily. One rushed to prepare a seat. Another brought water to wash his feet. This is a living testament to the Buddha's internal power of virtue. Without saying a single word, he naturally dissolved the hostility of others. After sitting down, the Buddha didn't scold them. Instead, he pinpointed the flaw in their practice by teaching the middle way. One does not need to indulge in pleasure, nor must one torture the body with cruelty. This teaching was like a splash of cool water on their heads. Instantly awakened them. The king and the 5 monsters. To explain their unique bond, the Buddha shared a story from the distant past. In that life, he was King Maitripala. He ruled with such immense love that it extended to every bird and beast, making the kingdom incredibly peaceful. However, 5 starring yakshas arrived. Because of the king's great merit, they were unable to harm any living being for food. Crashed. In desperation, they disguised themselves as Brahmins and begged the king for help. When the king offered them food, they made a bone-chilling request. We want nothing but the fresh blood of a living human. The atmosphere turned cold. The king faced a dilemma. He had vowed never to harm a living soul. To satisfy the demons without breaking his vow, there was only one choice: to offer his own body. With unwavering resolve, he decided to draw his own blood to satisfy their hunger.
Transforming hate into wisdom. This wasn't just about feeding the hungry. It was about transforming their hearts. As he gave his blood, King Maitripala made 2 great vows: to use this merit to liberate all sentient beings, to achieve supreme enlightenment, Buddhahood, in the future. The yakshas were deeply moved and vowed, when you become a Buddha, please let us be your first disciples. But the king added a wise condition: you must first vow to practice the 10 good deeds and never harm another being again. The Buddha then revealed the secret. I was that king, and you 5 monks were those 5 yakshas. Back then, I nourished your bodies with my blood. Today, I nourish your spirits with the Dharma. Insights from the Master, applying wisdom today. Now, let's look at how this connects to our lives through a master's commentary. This is the most important part. because it bridges ancient myth with modern reality. 1. The courage to change. The master asks us to reflect. If yakshas, beings with heavy negative habits, could be moved to practice the 10 good deeds, what about us? Can we, who have received the Buddha's grace, firmly commit to a life of kindness? 2. The wisdom of karma. The key to natural kindness is karmic wisdom. This isn't just knowledge. It is a deep, bone-level understanding that every thought, word, and action produces an inescapable result. Just as planting a watermelon results in a watermelon. This is an immutable law of the universe. When you truly believe this, you naturally start planting bad seeds. 3. The mechanics of dedication, merit sharing. The master clarifies a common mistake regarding dedication, 回向. The order must be correct. Step 1. Create merit, do a good deed. Chant or be generous. Step 2. Gather that merit in your mind. Step 3. Direct it toward your goal. Think of it as fueling a rocket. Your merit is the high-grade fuel that powers your vows to fruition. 4. The habit of the soul, Nisyanda Phala. This refers to karmic continuity. Our current choices create a momentum. If you love being generous today, that habit will carry into your future lives. We are literally designing our future personalities right now. The path to true happiness. What is the ultimate takeaway? The master gives a concise summary. True suffering, following our habits of greed, anger, ignorance, and pride. True happiness, thinking, speaking, and acting as the Buddha taught. It might feel difficult at first because we're fighting old habits, but the destination is infinite joy. Final blessing. May everyone leave suffering behind, attain happiness, and swiftly achieve the path of the Buddha. This isn't just a polite wish, it's a compass. Today's cause is tomorrow's fruit. From the king's blood to the master's wisdom, it all comes back to you in this moment. With your next thought and next action, what choice will you make?